Hello everyone, welcome to day 279 of playing chess every day for you. Let's find the game. Starting with the black pieces here, and we get e4, so I'll just play the Caro-Kann. c6, d5. We get them taking, so I'll go ahead and take. I'll play knight to c6. If they pin me, I'll kick the bishop away with a6, I think. So I think a6 is fine. If they take, I'm happy, because my center's strong. And if they try to leave, that's completely fine for me. I want them to actually take. They don't, they choose to go back, so I'll just play aggressively here. I have a check, and if they block, I can probably push. They are attacking this though, so if I check them, and they block, they'll be double attacking this. I think here I just have to develop. I could give a check, but they just block. Play knight to f6 here. They pin my knight, they're trying to... If they take, I'm actually fine with that. Here I can just try to remove this knight, which would allow me to attack this. I think this is a fine move. They bring their queen up. But that move actually gives me the move knight c4. I could take here, and if they take, I just have a fork. So that actually wasn't the best move. Queen takes, I just have a fork here. They do attack this twice, but I can give a check, and I can also just take the bishop. They win a pawn, I have a fork. Do have checks. If they push, I'd be able to take the bishop. Wow, after check they actually can't push because I can take the bishop. So check, if they block, I take the bishop. And if they take, they lose the rook. It looks like my opponent just gives up on the game. Oh, but now they're back, never mind. Queen over is an okay move. But now I do have this check, so I could actually even play e5. Let's see, check. They can block with the queen. And then there's nothing there. Check if they push, that actually blunders the rook. Check if they block with the queen. I can actually take it. But that fixes their structure, I don't really like that. I am up a pawn though, and it's a central pawn. I think what I can do here is just give a check. And if they block with the knight, that's not so good. I do like the activity though of the move. I can obviously play e5 and then try to push. Or e5 I can try to hit the bishop. I'll go for the check, I think. Like this. And if they push, that's a blunder. Knight in. I'll just take the bit. Pushing does not work. Queen over is fine. They just play queen up. And I guess if I take, the knight takes. I'll probably just go ahead and take here. The knight actually takes, so if I take here, they can open out their rook, which is bad for me. I think here I have to start just protecting my knight in the center of the board. I can bring my rook to the center of the board. I think I need to free up my dark squared bishop as soon as I can. Their bishop is still trapped, so I can actually go ahead and push her to free up this. They damage my structure, but I'm actually okay with that. This is a weakness for me, but it's not that bad. Now this check doesn't actually do anything. should probably take the bishop, but that develops the knight. It could hit the knight this way. And then I'm actually almost trapping the knight. Wow, this is a nice move to almost trap the knight. They play rook over, but I can actually try to develop my other rook and come in with mine. So now they're threatening to hit my knight. I could just remove it now, which actually weakens their pawn structure, which is nice for me. Takes. Hitting my knight, I'll take the bishop here. I don't see the need of castling my king into this weak structure. I'll just play rook to the c-file. Well, I could try to push here, but I don't want to split this weak structure. I'll take the c-file and try to double my rooks to win these pawns. They can attack this, but I just play king up. Yeah, my plan is to play king e7, rook d8, rook d7, rook c7, and try to come in here. There is a lot of moves, but I'm the one the central pawns. I don't want to take here. I can allow them to take. If they push through, that's completely fine as well. They have this weakness here. I can actually just play rook over. Although I'll stick to the plan, I think, of just connecting my rooks and doubling up. I'm not worried about them taking. I have a central pass pawn, it's very, very powerful. That move doesn't actually attack anything. If they double up, it's already protected. I did miss that this is actually pinned to my king, so if they took, they'd be able to win a pawn. So maybe I should remove my king away from this. King f8. Before I play rook c7, I actually have to play king f8. And they can try as much as they can to defend their pawns, but I'll just double my rooks and try to come in. I am definitely winning here. Rook c7, I'm doing very well. I just want to trade one pair of rooks off the board and then put some pressure on these pawns. They don't want to let me do that. But that's okay. Could maybe even start pushing to forcefully remove one of the rooks. I could push like this. That move actually just stops doubling their rooks, so if they try to double up on this, I'm fine with that. And also I can just push if they do that. I'm trying to come in here. They take a pawn, but I'm fine with that. Well, I guess now if I take, they take here. So maybe I do this and just tempo their rooks. And before they win anything there, I'll just play king over to the center. And if they take, I'm fine with that. Because they can't stop me from winning that pawn. They can take that, but I'll just simply win that pawn, so. Rook in there, if they push. I mean, they're getting behind the pawn, which is good, but I'm just going to double up on that pawn. After rook b7, I didn't see how they stopped me from winning this. Rook c to b7. King down is fine, but if king g4, maybe I just play king e6, stop them from coming in for now. And they just step away, I can take this. If they try to come in behind, I'm not so worried about that. They drop back to defend, that's okay. Now I can't completely cut the king off with this push. I think I'll just bring my king up. If they check me, I just drop back with my rook and I'm fine. This check, I just drop back. Now the king can come in and win some pawns, but I can actually go ahead and push here. I could get behind the pawn and try to push it. Also, I just have a discovered check now. I don't think it's that good, but I will go for it. Now if the king comes into h6, I'm not worried about king h6 because I actually have mate there, almost. If king h6. I should probably get behind the pawn and try and win this one. I can play rook in here. I can also push to protect this because it's hanging now. King down. I do have a check, a very nice check. Which forces the king down. And doesn't have many squares left. I'll play rook over, just trying to remove this. If they take here, I'm not so worried. I just play king down. I am threatening to come in now. If they push, I just take. King takes. I'll come in right here. I'm threatening to win this. I'm just trying to force the rook away. If the rook goes back, then I can take here. They give me a check. I can just drop back. Or maybe I go forward. Then they win this. If I go here, they have checks. They can keep giving me checks, which is very annoying, but maybe king up, king here. They check me. They're going to keep checking me here now, which is very annoying. So I think I need to actually run my king and give up the pawn. Because if they take, their rook is hanging right now, so they check me again, I just block. Or actually I'd run up. Rook back. I can probably take here now, protecting this. Seems like the best move, definitely. Next I'll take this. This is also hanging, so I can just take that for free. Also, I can just push these pawns and it will be a quick win. King over trying to win a pawn. I can probably check them. I can take with check, but I think the quickest way to... I can also drop back and protect the pawn. I think I'll just go ahead and push here. Here, if takes, takes. They actually have rook takes. So I can probably just play king over. King here also works. I think I'll just go ahead and push. I am giving them a check, but check. I think I step here. Rook back. I can push, forcing this. And then king up. My king can just come in. They don't have any checks. They do have this check, but then I step here. Rook back is actually a nice move. They're not threatening to check me, but I can actually go ahead and just take here. And I guess this move I'm not threatening to promote anymore. Rook over to defend is okay, but... So this move doesn't work because I just lose everything. I think I just need to step back. I need to connect my rooks behind this pawn. I think by bringing a rook behind this pawn, I'm able to push. They check me, I just step back. They can check me, like I said, but I just step backwards. They check me once again. I'm threatening to push now. No, the winning move is actually rook f1. If they drop back, that's very annoying. I think the key to winning this is to attack this pawn here. I have to remove this to get my king behind. They're just being as annoying as they can possibly be. I'll play here. They push, I take. They take, I promote. They can check me, but I just run my king up. I can even block. Like this. They can check me again, I'm just going to hide my king. They too make a queen. I think this is already protected. Still up a pawn. I really have to fight for this game. I think queen down here is a completely fine move. I definitely need to protect my king though with my queen. I could just stop pushing. I need my king to be as safe as possible. They can check me, I think I would just run my king behind my rook. And I blundered checkmate, okay, wow. The game was drawn by just blundered mate. Let's look at this game. They played with a 77, I played with a 72. I made a mistake 5 times this game, and even though I was winning for most of the game, I messed around far too much in the end game and I ended up losing. The opening is completely fine. I win a pawn with a fork. I had to just take here and keep it simple. Queen back is not good, because I can take the bishop here, and my queen is defended. Wow, okay. So I had here after queen d2, I just had takes, protecting my own queen. It's a tactic that I definitely missed. But I am completely winning here. Doubling my rook is a mistake because I give up this. I did see that, but I thought I'm coming in and winning material myself. That's why I played that move. Here I had to just take and allow them to win this, because I'm coming in anyway. I'm just up a pawn. This discovered check was a mistake. These moves are all good. This is a mistake. I'm supposed to give a check and allow the king to come here, because then I have this. If the king steps here, I am completely winning. So I guess I should have gone for the check. I did see. I did. This also just gives up a check for them. I had to just stop pushing here. This is why I started messing around way too much in the endgame. Wasting way too many tempos. This actually is a terrible move. This is the only move that works. I'm still winning. A rook trade does not work. It actually draws the game. Takes, they push. I promote, they promote. And I'm not winning here. Wow, it's actually a draw after that. So that's a big mistake. Luckily for me. This is not good for me. I'm supposed to run my king the other way. And if they push, I'll promote. And if they promote, I have this. Now king fa is the only move. And then I probably keep giving checks. That's very annoying. I went the wrong way. And this rook move is a mistake. I was supposed to play queen e5, fighting for space. I'm also just preparing my queen for some checks that I can give. And queen e5 was best. If they check me, I just play king e1. I'd be fine. So king e5 was, queen e5 was the best move, but for me, I actually ended up blundering king e2, which is made on the diagonal, which I did not see, and I was too tired of the endgame at this point. This game I feel like I played very well, but in the endgame I ended up wasting far too many tempos, and actually end up losing to a blunder, which is very sad. But that's it for today's game. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.